Hey everyone, Chozen here, bringing you another Starcraft 2 audio replay. Today I have a Terran vs Terran matchup on Kulas Ravine, and it's going to be an interesting matchup because it's pretty much a back and forth Terran battle. This situation appears a lot, a Terran mirror on a big map like this, and it gets pretty painful after you play a couple games like that because you really don't know what your Terran opponent is up to. I've seen a lot of various things. I'm going to go ahead and get this replay started. As you can see, I decided not to seal my base in immediately. That's pretty much because I wanted to go fast tech lab so that I can actually do some type of damage to my opponent. Now you can see my SCV scouting at the top right corner here. I saw his SCV pass me, so I really wasn't sure where he was. I thought he was going to be at the top right, but now you're going to see me just skip the bottom right and go straight to the bottom left, and that's where I'll locate my opponent. This SCV right here is also going to play a crucial role in me winning this game, so just pay attention to it a little bit down the line. Back to my base, I have pretty much just double barracks, double tech lab going for Reaper Rush, or some type of Reaper Harass. It's only going to be 3 of them. They're not going to accomplish much, but I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this so that you can see he also gets a Reaper, excuse me, and he just harasses me a little bit with one Reaper just to see what I have. You can see him coming in right here. My Reaper's going to just go against his Reaper. He's going to probably get like 1 or 2 SCVs, and that's pretty much it with that Reaper. I didn't notice it for a while there. He just chilled, and I was just la da 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 da. I don't even realize what's going on. And there goes 1. There goes 2. And that's pretty much it for that little harassment there he did. So I know he harassed me. He got 2 SCVs out of it, and I'm saying to myself, well, I'm gonna give it back to him 3 times what he gave to me. So you can see these Reapers here. Or 5 times rather. I'm gonna wait till I get 5 Reapers before I hit. I'm gonna speed this up just a bit so you can see the Reapers when they go for their attack here. It's pretty much just mass and build at this moment. You can see on the bottom right hand corner this SCV is still here, just chilling, not doing much, holding tight there, and these Reapers are coming in. I'm just going to fast forward it one more time here. I noticed that he's breaking those, and I decided, you know what, let me go right past this, let me gather up and just hit and run as fast as I can. It's not going to be extremely effective, but you know what, at least I'll manage to get a couple things out of this. So I take out that mule, that's 240, I get another SCV, there goes an SCV, there goes another one, there goes another one. And that's pretty much it. 5 Reapers killed about 1 mule, 5 SCVs, and you can see he's just not really affected too much by it. He's just still pumping SCVs. He's still trying to gather his minerals and stuff. He doesn't have anybody on his refineries, and he just realizes that now. But for the most part, he took it pretty well, and so did I, assuming that he only attacked me with 1 guy. But he took it pretty well for a 5-man Reaper rush. He's going to just pretty much mass Marines and Marauders here. Just go right in. And that's pretty much the cookie cutter Terran vs. Terran. It's just Marines and Marauders. Marines and Marauders. And you can see I'm just stacking up my Marines and over here and my Marauders. Same thing as he is. One thing I am focusing on is that starport. And pretty much as you can see here, this is why I don't like mirror fights. It's pretty much doing the same exact thing that each other is thinking. He's going for a starport. The only difference in this game is that he goes for an expansion here a little bit later in the game, and as you can see, this SCV on the bottom right hand corner, nowhere to be seen, nowhere. He knows where my base is located on the top left. He has no clue that this bottom right expansion is going up here, and it's going to be extremely devastating to him because he really doesn't know that I'm ahead of the game already. I'm expanding before he is, and this is a crucial mistake that you can make on a Terran vs. Terran mirror match here. He's going to come into my base. He's going to try to make an approach here and go for this barracks and supply depots. He knows exactly what he wants. He's getting rid of that tech lab just in case I'm researching anything. It would have canceled it. He busts down that supply depot, and this is where he chooses to fight a very crucial fight that doesn't come out and for either of us a big win here. It's just straight mirror matchup, and he has a couple Marauders back there hanging in the back, not really doing much in terms of shooting, and my guys are just teeing off as well as his guys are, and as you can see, just exchanging, and he manages to actually win the battle with a Marine left, and really there's not much I can do after that. He brings in a medevac and starts healing that Marauder, and it's really going to start plowing away at this Marine here, and I'm just going to have to pull him back. He did come out on top here of that battle right there, and you can see he's in my base. Now I have Marines coming from the top and right of that Marauder there, and a tank to finally back me up. And I did manage to save this barracks here, so it's extremely important that this lived, or else I would have simply not been able to keep up with the numbers that he was producing, and that's pretty much what happened. And I'm going straight back to sealing my base up here, and I'm not worried at all, because I'm thinking to myself, alright, we just exchanged both of our armies. I have nothing, he has nothing. We have about equal amount of things, or units rather. I'm going to go ahead and bring the resources page, and as you can see, my 44 to his 62, but the way the army squared off there was just his forces. He lost all his forces. I lost all my forces. But the only difference is this: he has yet to expand. And as you can see here, this bottom right command center is just starting to saturate these minerals here, and that's exactly what I want. And it could, and this scenario pretty much played out perfectly for me, because when you think about it, he has no clue that that expansion is going. So in his mind, he is thinking, well, he has no expansion. Right now, let me go ahead and build mine. That way I can get the advantage up. He's going to waste those $400 and all the minerals needed to supply and saturate that mineral field there. And meanwhile, I've been set up for about a good 2 or 3 minutes now, and as you can see, just getting saturated in this bottom right hand corner and gathering up my minerals. And you're going to see here that it's slowly going to start to climb back, and I'm getting siege tanks because I know what he's doing. I know he's still going for Marines and Marauders, just like I'm doing as well. I still have my Marauders and Marines, and it's just a really back and forth situation at this point. And I got siege tanks just to equal the battle on my part, because I am a little bit under on food, but I'm not too worried about that. My food cap is stuck right now, and I didn't realize that because of the supply depot, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this just a bit. He's going to make approach back into the front side of my base here, and he's going to choose to fight this. And as you can see, he's just in the middle of the map. He has his army. He has about 6-7 Marauders, about 10-15 Marines, and 1 tank there coming in. And really, I'm not prepared for this. I'm over here thinking, oh, let me go take out his expansion. I know he has one, and I catch it at the last moment as he starts hitting my reactor, and I manage to actually come back in time to actually fend off this fight. And here we go. My Vikings and Medevacs get a little too close. I use it to bait him in, set up all my tanks, and I fight this because I know that the tanks have the advantage here, and there's really not much that he can do. Even if he tries to get close, this is a really bad position to fight this battle. And as you can see, my Vikings still in the air. He lost all his Marines to my tanks, and he really came out of that exchange with nothing, while I have 2 Vikings, 4 Marauders, a medevac, and about 2 tanks, maybe more than maybe a few more Marauders and Marines than I said. So he's sending his units here. I guess he had it rally targeted, and he's gonna lose this tank, and he's gonna lose a Marine, I believe, here. Nope, he doesn't lose that Marine. But like I said, as you can already see, he has this expansion up, and to him, I'm not sure if he feels comfortable at this point or not, because he really can't saturate this expansion at all. And if you look at the food count now, it's 68 to my 68 to his 56, and that battle really didn't go his way, and left a really good gap for me to just come in here and expose. And if you can look at my minerals, I have over 2K, and I just can't seem to spend it fast enough. 1600 now. But that, like I said, that sneaky expansion is what pretty much won me that game. That solo SCV, just building all that stuff down there, getting my expansion up, saturating that without my opponent knowing, and forcing him to fight. And while I break in through his back to his expansion, and I want to force him to fight right here. I set up my tanks as quickly as possible, because you always want to have your tanks set up, and I can see him trying to set up his tank, and that's exactly why I set mine up as fast as I can, to make sure that I have that initial siege tank power to fend off an attack. And he really can't do much here except just shoot away with that siege tank, and it's very vulnerable to marauders. It's gonna go down. I'm gonna just fight this battle here, and he already knows what's going on. He realizes that he cannot win this battle and that it's pretty much over. And I tell him, good game, well played, because it was a tough game on his part and my part, but the only thing missed was this bottom right expansion. Like I said, can't stress to you how crucial it is, whether you're under count, whether you're under food or above food. As long as you have a good defense set up, you can always come back and counter something, and you can always take advantage of the game, especially with a hidden expansion point.